What's good, YouTube? I figured I'd make a deck profile um, of my Numeron deck. So I took this deck to the, let me see, where's it at? First or last gaming case tournament that was hosted by Pak and Nyhmnin. And honestly, I this is my first big tournament I've been to. I just go to locals or whatever. And so this is like my actual like first big tournament that I went to. And I went with a couple friends. And honestly, I was not even expecting the top. I just wanted to face Pack, to be honest, and meet the guy. But um, but yeah, we actually topped. We made a top eight. Um, we had some crazy matches. It was insane. So yeah, I figured I'd do a deck profile since I'm probably gonna tear the deck apart and because I don't play the deck at locals because honestly it's pretty broken. But so yeah, figured I'd do a deck profile. So here it is. We got triple Numeron Network, best card in the game. Triple Lightning Storm. Oh my god, this Lightning Storm was MVP. It was insane. Like anytime I saw this card in my hand, it was GG's basically. Triple Droplet. Um, funny thing. One guy tried to give me on a ruling where I went Lightning Storm, and he tried to negate with his Baron, and I chained my set Droplet to negate. I sent this off Droplet to negate his Baron, and he was like, "Okay, your Lightning Storm resolves that effect." I'm like, "What?" This guy was trying to get me on some ruling, talking about like, "Oh, it has to be in the same place that it activates." And yeah, luckily the judge ruled in my favor. Um, we got triple Imperm. Imperm against Sword Soul, insane, bro. Anytime I saw this against Sword Soul, I was like so happy. Like every time I had it, I basically won. Triple Crossout. Now this is like a last minute thing. Like I took my deck to locals, and bro, I was getting nibbed all day long. So I was like, yo, I think I need this card. I'm already running Imperm and Droplet. So I'm like, there's a potential for me to stop that as well. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to take it. Honestly, it was a good call. It won me some duels. Um, yeah, and I put, if you can see here, I put IO for the crossout, Nib for the crossout. And basically, my other crossout targets was basically Droplet and Imperm. So card was insane. Small World, this card is nuts. Um, if I don't know what this card does, it basically searches any card in the game just about. There were so many times where I would like have this and this would get me into Numeron play. Like literally any card in the deck gets me into the Numeron guy. Um or if I have Ash, Ash will get me into Lava Golem. Ash will get me into like the Wind Kaiju. Like bro, every card, just about every monster gets you into any other monster into the deck. I think the only one you can't really search is Nib and um Pink. Other than that, every other card is searchable off Small World. Um, so yeah, that card's insane. Terraforming, Red Reboot. This card came up in my last duel. Actually I was facing. I had to face the guy who was undefeated. According to somebody else, he was undefeated. He hadn't lost at all. I didn't know that. And I freaking 2-0'd him, and there was a that last game was insane. Yeah, I Red Rebooted him. He judgment. He had me under IO, and I somehow took it with Golden Lord. Like he was breaking hard, bro, and I freaking took it with the Golden Lord. I sent his Moye. I was at 600 life points. One more attack from Moye, I was done for. That was my last turn, um, and I was at 1200. No, and he was at 1200. Right, he kept burning from IO. So I was like, dude, I needed to do something, and freaking Golden Lord came in clutch. Call by the Grave. Honestly, I never saw that card. I don't know. I'd probably take it out. Mystic Mine. Holy crap! I had this card at one. And honestly, I just had it just because of where's that other card? Just because it's set rotation. That was really it. I was like, I need another field spell. I need to be able to give it a Numeron play quick as heck. But this card was MVP against Sword Soul. Every time they Protoss me, I was like, okay, I need to find a way to get to mine. I would get to mine and freaking stall in it for one turn, and then just like try to Numeron decay the next turn. So this card was freaking clutch, no lie. If y'all saw the PAX live stream, um, I stalled him twice. The one time he outed it with the freaking clutch top deck of a Cosmic. I went back and watched the replay, and I was like, I know he just top decked that Cosmic. I know for sure because he dropped it quick as heck. And when the first time I mined him, I was like, he had two back row set, and I was almost certain I was like reading his back row. I was like, man, this has got to be he's got to have like some kind of imperm droplet or the sword soul blackout, the trap card that pops two cards. Now that trap has to pop two. So I had some stuff to set. I had cards in my hand to set, but I was like, dude, if that's that trap card, he's freaking gonna win. So what I did is I big brain played. I'm like, screw it, I'm just gonna sit on mine. I'm like, I'm not gonna set any of my back row or nothing. And it would have been clutch. I saw the replay, and he actually did have the trap card set. So that was a good read by me. And but yeah, he freaking top decked the cosmic. So yeah, what can you do? Triple lava golem, dude, MVP. As far as monsters go, this card was nuts, bro. Just go standby main phase, and as soon as they say yeah, that's cool, bro. Lava golem, bro. I freaking got rid of people's Phoenix enforcers, their mecha buzz. Freaking anytime a sword soul board would come up with like a freaking Baron and another the Chichao, GG's, man. Freaking lava golem. Oh yeah, and these I have two of these misprints. If anybody has another one, bro, hit me up. MVP. Obviously, this card's insane. Just activate Numeron from deck. If y'all saw that duel against Pac, he had a set judgment. There was a way he could have won that game. If y'all saw, but this card's insane because judgment can't stop this because it just directly activates Numeron from deck, the Numeron spell from deck, and then once Numeron network is face up on the field, they can't judgment it because they can't judgment the effect of because it's got the effect to send a Numeron spell because judgment negates like the activation of the spell and not the effect. So like when if you have a face up spell card and you activate its effect, they can't judgment it. So that was insane. I played one Wind Kaiju. Now obviously this is against the Tri Brigade deck. I was expecting to get like barrier locked for days. And honestly, I didn't face a single barrier statue. Most people were going with the Omni Negate dude. And this card kind of screwed me over just because of the 2700 attack against a striker player. I couldn't OTK because it was just too strong. So that was kind of a bummer. But the only reason it's in here is because it's searchable through Small World. Literally, just about any card gets me into this. So like if I'm under the barrier lock and I have a Small World, I can just like search it. Triple Ash, uh, most generic hand trap basically. It's all right. Honestly, Imprim was way better. Um, Golden Lord. I wasn't gonna run this, but I was like, if your opponent has a face up IO on field already, you need something apart from a spell that can get you out of the freaking IO. Like there's literally no other card in the game that kind of does it. I mean, unless you're running like traps or something or whatever. But yeah, Golden Lord is like one of the few ways to freaking out it apart from spells. IO, yep, gotta run it in the main because of the cross out. If anybody tried to IO me, I would hopefully have a cross out. I only got IO'd uh, against the guy who was undefeated. It was kind of tough, but yeah, I managed to win that one. Nib, holy crap! I think I cross out one time when someone tried to nib me. Other than that, like I was getting nibbed all day, but like I never had the cross out, which freaking sucked. I was like, oh my god. Um, you need this the win. You need another kaiju, a level 8 kaiju, because this is like the bridge to get to all the other level 8s. So you can go from him. If you draw this, you can go and you have Small World, you can go from him to Lava Golem to the Wind Kaiju, or vice versa from him to the Wind Kaiju to Lava Golem. Or if you have this, you can go from this to the Wind Kaiju. You know what I mean? So so yeah, it was mainly just for the bridge. And yeah, the 2200 attack is like super legit, like bro. Um, yeah, the weak attack is like always comes up. Set rotation. I wasn't gonna run this for some reason. I don't even know why, but I remember that this card plays around Ash, so I was like, you know what, screw it, let's play this. This card is pretty good. I only got activated like maybe once or twice. Pank. Oh my god, I only drew this once, like the entire tournament. But when I did, I specialed and then I panked his back row and it was a freaking there can only be one, and so I ended up winning the game after that. So that was super clutch. So yeah, that's the main deck. Somewhat I wouldn't say standard really. I mean the crossouts were kind of spicy. The small worlds were super spicy, but But yeah, so that was the main deck. Oh, and here's the mat I won. First or last gaming. Shout out to them. Um, let's go to the extra deck. Access code never came up. In theory, I was thinking about like if I go Numeron play once and then they break my board or whatever, and I go Numeron again, I can go into this and target like a Link 4 that I previously used, like most likely like an Avermax, and this thing would be huge. This thing would be like 63 or something. So I was like, then I can go for like an easy OTK. But man, it's just the fifth summon plays so hard into Nib. It's like honestly, I would cut this. Phoenix, I would cut. I never made it. I would cut this as well. See, I would cut these for. I should have ran the Phoenix Enforcer engine in the side because in the main it doesn't do anything. It doesn't help you OTK or nothing. So I wasn't gonna run in the main, but I really should have put in the side because my side was total garbage. So yeah, this would be Phoenix Enforcer, Verte, and this would be Phoenix Enforcer. Infinitrack. This card came up. There was a team there. The JR Robber. He's like a YouTuber. I forget what his name is. J Robber or something like that on YouTube. They had a team there of a couple guys, and I think I beat their best guy. I 2-0'd him. He was playing Phantom Knight DPE, and he like scythe locked me, and I freaking broke his board. It was insane. That game was nuts. But yeah, this card came in clutch. I was freaking like judgment. Like I judgmented like two of his normal summons, and then just like attacked him for a game with this. It was crazy. Link Spider, you definitely need this. Um, as bad as this card is, like it because it does nothing for your deck really. You need it for when you get nibbed. Because if you get nibbed and you have a droplet, you need to make that droplet live. You need to be able to get this off your field. So you gotta link this away for a droplet, and then even if they don't do anything during their turn, just droplet this away just to clear your monsters. That way you can go Numeron play next turn. So yeah, that card is definitely necessary. Underworld Goddess, super clutch. I was facing a Sword Sword player. He 2-0'd me. That was like, yeah, that guy definitely 2-0'd me. But I did some clutch plays. He had the Sword Soul trap set, and he didn't really know what my deck did. So when I went Numon for 4, he had a Chichao, and he had I I want to say he had another synchro on board. So what I did is I want to say he had Baron actually, and surprisingly he let all my Numeron stuff go through. I freaking like linked this and his Chicha away because I was his only worm, so I turned off his trap and then I just beat over his other synchro. So this card came in clutch. Um, yeah, this card was pretty good. Saryuja, oh my god. I was debating actually not even running this, but dude, this thing every time I activated this, it never got ashed. It was insane. I felt like not many people were playing Ash at the tournament. But yeah, this card was nuts. I freaking sometimes when you don't have that good of a hand, and you know your opponent has follow up. Sometimes just going into start usually, even though it's like a mediocre link, really like it doesn't do anything during their turn. Just drawing into your stuff is insane. Like bro, I drew into like a droplet and an imperm, which like basically secured me the game. I just like dropleted this away, negated his stuff, and then next turn like Numano TK'd. Avermax, this is always going to be in the extra deck. This card is just too freaking hard to deal with. Unfortunately, every time I summon this card, they always had the dang droplet, always. And only one time did I have the cross out. I cross outed his droplet, and that was GG. But I made this against Sky Striker after I freaking misplayed like super heavy. I literally had the game, and I was under so much pressure. And I don't know what happened, but I freaking jacked up. Yeah, I made this hoping like this was enough because it's not target. You can't target it. It's just like a massive boss monster, right? But he freaking added it with Avermax, and I was gonna shuffle. I mean, he added it with access code. I was gonna shuffle his access code, but then he chained the card that makes his extra deck monster in the extra monster zone unaffected. So I was like, crap. So yeah, that sucked. And then you need four. You need four of the Numeron guys. It's a mandatory. I wouldn't play. I was debating running 4 and 3, but it's like nah. You need all of them for the OTK. Um, I mean, I'll show you guys the side. The side was complete garbage. There was this thing in theory that I was thinking of, and it didn't come up at all. I thought everybody was gonna make me go first, and nobody did. I guess everybody's decks are going first, and this is like, bro, they can make like such a powerful board. It doesn't even matter if they make you go first. You know what I mean? So my side was total garbage. Double Planet Pathfinder, an extra Mystic Mine, Whoa, whoa, whoa. Triple Demise of the Land. And then Metaverse. We got Double Memories of Hope, Triple Judgment, and Triple D Barrier. These were the only good cards here. Judgment and D Barrier. Judgment came up. D Barrier actually didn't really come up, but I mean that's a good card. This was hot garbage. Do not run this. My theory was like they were gonna make me go first, and basically what I was gonna do is I was gonna try to get to my Numeron field spell as quick as possible, and originally I was running three, but three bricks, and get to this. So basically I wanted to draw as much into my deck, go link it to Saryuja, draw another four, and basically set this up with like a couple judgments, maybe two judgments, and just floodgates, right? Judgments, imperms, droplets, whatever, and then pass. And as soon as they special summon, flip this up, activate the mine. They're forced to freaking just stop right there with a mediocre board, and then after drawing like freaking eight, four from this and four from Saryuja, like you're gonna have a way to get to Numeron, right? So and then just boop Numeron OTK right then and there. Um, in theory, it sounds good if they make you go first, even then. But this card is weird, man. It's like torrential tribute. Like the last thing to happen has to be the summon. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's the way it works. So it's like it's super iffy. A lot of extra deck monsters nowadays, like they do stuff on summon, so it's like this card's kind of dead. And it never came up, bro. I don't think they only one player made me go first, and like even then I won. But like, bro, this is so garbage. I would always side this in after OTKing them, and it never did me any good. I actually lost games because of this. So that was garbage. Definitely, this would be the Phoenix Enforcer package. So this would be like the three Fusion Destiny, the two bricks. Um, this would probably be. Honestly, I'd probably just put hand traps right here. Like more hand traps. Even if they make you go first, extra hand traps, you know, should be enough to keep you in the game, and then just hopefully OTK in the next turn. So yeah, that was the thing. I came top eight. Oh man, it was such a bummer. I lost the freaking Sky Striker. Um, I literally had the game. I showed everybody my hand. Like I kind of like showed them my hand a little. Like not like I wasn't like boasting like oh my god, I have a godly hand. But I was like I found out my cards so the people behind me could see. Um, and I had game. I had the nuttiest hand. I had a Numeron Network. I had Lightning Storm. I had Crossout Designator. I had a Kaiju, and I had another card. I don't remember what it was, but honestly, that other card didn't matter. I just freaking lightning stormed. He ended on the Shizuku, right? But what threw me off is it was a foreign copy. Now I'm not too familiar with Sky Striker. I haven't played it much. Obviously, I just play local, so I don't play much decks. But I I I knew it made my monsters lose 100 attack, but you know how like when they have a foreign card, you read it and like as soon as you read it, you forget. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. I totally forgot as soon as they told me, and for some reason I was supposed to kaiju his monster and it just OTK like normal, right? For some reason I was scared of Nibiru, even though I had the cross out in my hand. I was like, what? I don't know what I was thinking looking back, but I mean we were dueling all freaking day, so who knows? Maybe the nerves got to me. I got freaking nervous or something. I don't know what happened, but yeah, I think that play's gonna haunt me forever. So yeah, I could have had game one. He did have the Tiki Boo for game two, and that was pretty much it. I got murdered. So yeah, that was unfortunate. But we did get a case, so our case did kind of suck though. We didn't get a Starlight, but I mean we did get like the whole Sword Soul deck. So who knows? I might even try that deck out or maybe sell it. I don't know. But yeah, that's the profile. If y'all got any suggestions or whatever, let me know. But yeah, definitely check out Pax stream. I'm in there like around like the 5 hour mark. I thought it was a pretty good duel. Dude's pretty cool, man. He's a real good sport. He actually let me side out. I actually um when I went to face him, I completely forgot. I don't know if I forgot or like my last duel ended super late, but I forgot to side out, and I was like, oh my god, bro, I'm gonna go into the freaking duel already losing because I got my crappy side in my deck. Luckily, he was super cool about it. He let me unside or whatever. So that was really cool of him. So yeah, we took that duel 2-1. I would definitely check that thing out. But yeah, that's the profile, and hope you guys enjoy. All right, see ya.